So it's x minus a minus 2 squared plus y minus 0 squared equals the square root of 3 squared. Now you do have to simplify your answer. It says that there in the box is minus a minus becomes x plus 2 squared plus just y squared equals the square undoes the square root, so it's just 3. So this is what it's looking for in that first box.
Yeah, and then you distribute you do the distribute the exponents, right?
Nope, not needed, not needed, just like this. This is considered standard form. If you're thinking of another class where they said never leave it this way, this is it.
Huh?
You do not need to square.
You don't need to plug anything in?
No.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so this is the second box is what goes in here. And then you've actually already chosen the correct graph. It's over at minus 2, 0. And that's the only one that starts there of the 4. So you just want to find that center on the graph, and then the square root of 3 is how much up, down, left, and right it is from there.
Okay, I'm gonna put that then. And then it's, wait, what do I put for the center radius form of the equations? That's just what that is.
What's in the box here? The parentheses x
It
plus
wants
2.
me to type all of that?
Yes.
That sucks.
Yes.
All right, let me do that real quick.
And I'm happy to, if you want to share a screen, I can watch you type it to make sure it's correct if you need me to do that.
Sure.
So just go ahead and share screen whenever you're ready.
Okay. All right.
Left parenthesis, x plus 2, close parenthesis.
I don't know if I just do like the little thingy like that. Oh, never mind.
You can,
okay,
you can do that. Then go to the right. Plus, you don't need a parenthesis on that one, just y squared.
Oh.
Good. Equals.
Equals
3. No, there's no square root. No, you already squared that gets squared.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, so just 3, and then you've got it there. Okay.
And then this one.
This one's really good. It's because it centers at the origin 0, 0. That's x squared plus y squared.
I did this stuff in like 6th grade. I don't even remember it now.
Yeah.
So
just x squared plus y squared for this one.
Yeah.
So you got to do the plus between them.
Oh, I thought I did. My bad.
Yeah, so it's sensitive there. Okay, equals. Go to the right, equals. Now you're going to square the radius value. See how the radius is 2?
Yeah.
You square that. 2 squared is 4. There it is.
Is that all?
Mm-hmm.
What would I do if it wasn't a 0, 0?
That's what we did in the last problem. You have to use the full formula x minus h squared plus y minus k squared.
Okay.
This is going backwards. This is like giving you the equation saying which circle is correct. And they all are centered, or this one is centered at the origin.
What does the 22 mean again? Like, does that mean like the something intercepts or something?
It does not. It's the radius. It's the square of the radius. So to get the radius, you have to take the square root of that number. Let me take a quick snip and share my screen.
Wait, what is it again?
Let me take a quick snip if you don't mind, and
okay,
kind of talk through it here. So yeah, just real quick here, and there's a little delay just going back and forth, but probably worth it.
Well, this site is just slow anyways.
Let's let that load up there. Okay, so the formula here is x squared plus y squared equals r squared. So in your problem, r squared is 22. So your radius is the square root of 22. You have to take the square root of both sides. So that's where you might go to a calculator, but it's between 4 and 5 and closer to 5. So you're looking for the graph that's centered at the origin. So A is not centered at the origin, and neither is D. Like if you kind of kind of just eyeball it. You know, you're a graphics person. You can see where kind of the
Yeah.
center is. Those are centered at the origin. So you're looking for the one that's, you know, going up about, we'll say 4.8. So it's like, is this one going up 4.8 or is this one on the left going up 4.8? And I believe it's this one on here. But you're just counting those squares, which you have to zoom in as you're doing for us.
Let me see.
So I'm pretty sure it's B, but you might want to zoom in a little bit and just
Yeah,
double
I
check.
hate that they're doing that, those jerks. Right, hold on. Let me just make these smaller. I feel like it's C, maybe, but I can't really tell. Where did the zoom button? Oh, I can't even zoom in more. I can't even zoom in more. That sucks.
See, I'm counting 1, 2, 3. When
You
I'm
said it's 4.8, right?
Yeah, and B looks like it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and a little bit. So if you're asking me, I would put B for my money.
Let me
on that.
see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh yeah, okay, yeah, you're right. I didn't realize that you could actually count the squares. Well, you kind of can, kind of can't. They're like really small.
Yes.
Let me see.
So when you're ready, go ahead and
Wait,
share your screen
did I
whenever
just
you're
do
ready.
the same thing? Okay, yeah, no, I'm good. Okay, yeah, let me hit the screen share 1 second. It says simplify. I only know how to solve this.
Okay, let me grab a quick snip and share my screen and talk you through it. It probably looks more difficult than it actually is. Now, you're allowed to use a calculator like a regular TI-83 for this?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Do you have one available to you?
It is somewhere. I haven't seen it in like 2 weeks, but it's somewhere.
Okay. Well, if you get it out ever, I'll be happy to show you how to use it. I've got a virtual TI to help here. In terms of how you do this problem, you multiply by what's called the reciprocal. So the reciprocal is the flip of the
Yeah, that's
bottom.
how you divide, right? You just multiply the first one by the reciprocal of the second one.
That's right. Now on the bottom, everything cancels, but in the numerator, and I'll just make it a little bit bigger here, it's -1/5 times 40 divided by 1. You can pre-reduce, like you can cancel 5 and 40, or if you don't like that, you can just multiply the tops and multiply the bottoms.
Yeah, I know how to do that. I don't know how it wants me to like.
You multiply the
Is it
tops.
is it asking me to solve and then simplify?
So I'm not trying to be critical of your words. Whenever it says simplify, there's no equal sign. You're just reducing the numbers. You should get a single number or fraction over here. So
Okay,
this is negative.
so
This becomes -40 because -1 times 40 is -40. 5 times 1 is 5. That reduces to -8.
isn't that just like, okay, yeah.
That's it.
Simplify. I don't know. I thought it was saying like,
Simplify and
I
solve
don't
are
know how
not
to,
the same.
yeah.
They're
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 kind of the same. They're the
well,
same in my head, but they're not the same.
yeah. I'm trying to think of a good analogy, but
Simplify is solving it further, I think, or like dividing it, kind of.
solve is usually related to like a variable, like you'll have an x equals, where simplify has no equal signs.
I hate math.
I'm trying to make it as best as I can for you.
I just like this whole entire thing just sucks. And this class costs like over $700 and it's total crap. Simplify. Okay. I'm gonna write this. Let me just let me do this one out 1 second.
Sure. And again, I send you the notes at the end, so you can
Okay.
always wait as
1
well.
second. Let me just write it down. What is 6 times 8? Isn't it like 42 or something?
Not sure where you're getting that, but 6 times 8 is 48. Where is
Oh,
that coming?
same thing. Close enough.
Where is
Yeah,
that coming
thanks.
from though?
You know, I'm not gonna answer that because
Okay.
maybe I did something wrong. Let me just 1 second.
That's okay, because I didn't see a 6 and an 8 and an 8 in here. That's why I was wondering if we're doing the same problem. Sometimes they change the numbers if you refresh the page.
Oh. Well, I thought like if you're, well, because what I'm doing is first um, I'm like giving the numerators the same. What is the term for it? So like making it so you can add them.
Sure, yeah, and that, but this is multiplication. You don't have to make a common denominator in this problem. In this problem, you're just multiplying numbers.
I thought it was division. Okay.
It
Oh yeah. Wait.
division becomes
Oh
multiplication
yeah, I
by the
forgot
reciprocal.
about that. Okay, let me see. Um, wait, so I don't have to make the common denominator of the bottom one and then flip it afterwards. I just,
No,
okay.
no. Maybe we should restart the problem here.
Cause,
Uh,
cause like, you know how you're supposed to multiply by the reciprocal, I'm confused because there's like two
yes, yes.
denominators, so I thought I was supposed to make it one
Okay,
denominator.
so this is the original problem. -1/5 divided by 1/40. This
Oh, are
be
we on?
well, I'm not sure. Are you sharing? I'm not seeing your screen.
Oh, whoops, my bad.
Maybe you went on to another problem. That's
Yeah, I
why.
did.
Okay, that's where the
Whoops.
disconnect is. I apologize. I thought we're
No,
still
sorry,
working
my
on this
bad.
one. Yeah, so
All right, let me
there's a
see.
little bit of that back and forth here.
I'm gonna press the screen share thing.
Okay, yes, this is more involved here. And this is one of those problems where if you had a calculator, we could just do it in one step, but it's a bit more involved when you got to do it by hand.
Okay, let's pretend that I do have a calculator. How do I do it in one step?
Okay, well, I can show you how to enter it in the calculator is what I was going to suggest here. Is that okay?
Um,
Into a
yeah,
TI-83 so you can see that.
yeah, let me see.
So let me share that here. I've got a virtual TI-83 that's loading up. I don't know why it's taking so long to load. What are you seeing now? Are you seeing anything?
No.
Okay, let me try again here.
Okay, I see it now.
You see the calculator?
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, so this can actually be,
Is that like, how'd you get that?
this is just something that's free, available on the web that I found for helping students. Happy
I
to send.
tried looking for things like that before and I couldn't find any.
Yeah, in the hard thing here is entering it because you don't enter it in the way you normally think to enter it in, but this is 1/2 plus 1/3. Okay, like this. And see, I put it in parentheses. This is all represents the numerator.
Okay.
Divided by parentheses 1/8 minus 1/6. All right, so that first part's the numerator, the second part's the denominator. I'm gonna hit enter. And we actually got a nice number out of this.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna put that 1 second.
Another tool I like is if you don't have the calculator, is this Desmos scientific calculator. May I show that to you? You might like that
Yes.
even better. Okay, let me just clear a couple of things here and then share that. Okay, here we go. So I think you're gonna like this one even better, and I'll send you a link to that in the chat. The reason is you can enter it just like you have entered in the problem, which is more intuitive.
Yeah.
So you enter just like that, and you get the same answer, but it's a lot easier than that calculator there. So let me drop that in the chat. It's also available as an app. I'm not affiliated with them, but I think it's a pretty good tool to use.
So it's just the Desmos site.
Scientific, yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
But whenever you're ready, if you want to share the next question, I'd be happy to.
All right. Okay, let me pull up the test now. 1 second.
Sounds good. And so like for future lessons, you're welcome to screenshot or send over things ahead of time as much as you want. Fill up my inbox or text, whatever you think would be best.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
Don't you just use a calculator on this one or something?
Well, the truth is there's a calculator for everything. Like there's a degree
What?
to,
There is?
well, I mean, you got to the web and you say degree to radian calculator, right? But you said you need to know this for the test.
Well, if because we can use calculators on the test, I'm pretty sure.
You mean like the internet or just,
Like a handheld calculator.
okay, so that's different. That's where that's what I wanted to know, because I can give you a little bit of guidance to help figure this out. So I'm going to share my screen.
Yeah.
Let's let that load up. Okay, so this is a very straightforward relationship to go from degrees, which is what it's given in, to radians.
Mm-hmm.
You multiply by pi over 180.
Okay.
So
Let
you
me
take
write that down real quick.
so you take this number, you multiply by pi over 180. Now
Okay.
there's a bit more here, because if you go to your calculator and type this in, you'll get a decimal, and that's not what it wants. This is an exact
Yeah,
answer.
do
And
you have to put it in like radian mode or something?
you have to leave the pi off to the side and just enter 1845 over 180, like that. So if you go to that Desmos scientific calculator and you type in like 1845 divided by 180, okay. And you
Wait,
just
which one's the correct way to put in the calculator?
I'm gonna show you here. So if you enter that in the calculator, you get that, but see how this is not, it's not a fraction, it's a decimal. You have to hit this button over here and it will
Yeah.
convert it to a fraction. When you do that, you get 41 over 4 times pi, and that's your final answer.
Okay. So, all right. Okay. Yeah. 1 second. So the final answer is, wait, let me see it again. 1 second. 41 over 4 pi.
Yes.
All right, hold on. Okay, and then
That's it. Nothing more
yeah,
to do.
I'm gonna do the screen share thingy again.
Now let me show you how to do this in the other calculator real quick,
Okay.
because there's a key difference here that I thought we would get in the other one. So I think you're seeing that. Yeah. So if you do the same thing, if you type in 1845 divided by 180 and hit enter, you do get the decimal again. To get a fraction, you have to hit this math button, and see how it says frac there? That means fraction.
Uh-huh.
Enter, it converts it to a fraction for you.
Okay.
So you will need that if you're using that TI 83, 84.
All right.
All right. So whenever you're ready, if you want to share another problem here.
This one's another one.
This is going the other direction here. So let me grab a quick snip of this.
I think it's the opposite of this one.
It is, you end up multiplying by 180 over pi. So let me quickly share my screen. All right, so if you're seeing my screen, 1, 2, 3, go. There it is. To go from radian to degree, which is the other direction, you multiply by 180 over pi. So you take this number, 3 pi over 2, and multiply by 180 over pi. All right, so I would recommend either using that Desmos Scientific. There are some cancellations here, like the pi's cancel. Do you want to give that a try, or do you want me to talk you
I'll
through
try
it?
doing it. Let me see. 1 second. All right. Where is, oh, here it is. Okay. Wait, where's the pi button?
Let me snip that in. It's below the absolute value there. You can see it's kind of, I don't know. It's on the left side there, if that helps.
Oh, I see. It's on the Desmos thing. It's on like the right side, right?
Yeah.
All right, cool. All right, let me do this. Wait, did you say that the pies cancel out?
They do.
Okay, so I don't need to type the pie.
You do not. Yeah.
Cool. Let me do that real quick. Where's the multiply? Here it is. Okay, I got negative 270.
Yes, that is correct.
Awesome. Let me do that real quick.
Okay.
All right, and then this one, I don't know why they use minutes as and degrees in this.
Just part of the things they emphasize. It's not really,
Dumb.
yeah. If you could share your screen whenever you're ready, I'll be happy
Yeah.
to grab a snip of it.
1 second.
All right. So this one, I think I can actually talk you through.
Okay.
You take that 101.
Do I make the 20 minutes part of the degrees first?
Well, you're going to take the 101 and add 20 divided by 60.
Yeah, because you're converting the minutes to degrees first.
Yes.
All right,
Yes.
cool. All right, let me see.
But then you got to convert it to radians. So there's actually a bit more.
Yeah.
Maybe I need to, let me grab a quick snip. That's one of the issues with seeing things through a screen is sometimes I don't.
But let me try doing it by myself real quick. Hold on.
Sure. So you're going to round to 3 decimal places this time.
Okay. Let me see. 1 second. What was the question again? I convert it to a fraction and then I multiply it by pi, right? Or
Pi over 180.
times pi. Oh, okay, hold on. I think I entered it in incorrectly. 1 second.
It does have to be in parentheses just because you want to do this calculation first and then multiply by pi over 180.
Okay, so I do parentheses. What was, let me see what the number was again. 101.33. Oh, whoops. 101.
Yeah, if you're going to do that, you want to go out plenty of decimal places, just that there's no potential issues when you multiply.
Oh, there's like a ton of threes though.
Right. So that's why your calculator can do all this in one step. So if you enter it all at one time, it'll give you the final answer. If you're not comfortable with that, like you need to write 101 point, I would say at least 4 threes, maybe more, depending on.
Well, if I'm going to be using a calculator on the midterm, if I can even take it, then yeah, I don't need to write it out, I think. Let me just see what this one gets me and I'll see how close it is. All right, and then let me do the, where did the parentheses go? Here we go. $180 divided by pi. Oops. All right, and it's, shoot. I don't see the fraction button.
You're rounding this time, so there's no fraction.
Oh, did you get something like 1.768594491?
Yes, so the 3 decimal places, 1.769. That 8 rounds up to a 9.
Okay. Wait, what was the number again? 1.769. Okay. All right, I'm gonna do the screen share thingy. Find the exact value of tan 3 pi over 4.
Okay, so this is the part of the course where you do need to know what's called the unit circle. Have you heard that before?
Yeah, I had that in pre-cal and I had to memorize it, but then I forgot it all.
Yes, so let me quickly send over by chat a link to a really good reference sheet that's got like
I
everything
think I have a
you'll,
picture of the thingy circle on my phone somewhere. Let me see. Um,
so that link I sent you is going to have the unit circle, and you can use it to answer all these questions if you know the unit circle. Now your calculator can also help a little bit. It depends how creative you are with that. So this is the part of the course that most students just detest, because frankly, it's like, who wants to memorize the unit circle?
yeah, I remember this thing. I got 100 on the quiz back in
Great.
senior year, but now I
So
forgot it all.
I mean, that tells you it's doable. We got to kind of work this out in pieces. The tangent means the sine of 3 pi over 4 over the cosine of 3 pi over 4. So you got to go there on the unit circle and find those values. All right, so I'm going to share my screen, see if I can explain that to you. I've got it kind of up, ready to go.
Okay.
All right, there it is. So you're asked to do tangent of 3 pi over 4. The fact that you have the unit circle is really, really helpful. Sine 3 pi over 4 is when you get there, is the y value. So you have to remember that cosine is really like the x value and sine is really like the y value.
Wait, okay, so
So it's right here. You're looking at this place right there on the unit circle. So you're looking at minus square root of 2 over 2 for the numerator, square root of 2 over 2 for the denominator.
wait, why are we using cosine and sine again? Why are those the x and y values?
Because we're doing tangent. Tangent's not given on the unit circle. So there is no tangent on the unit circle. You have to get it from sine and cosine.
Why do we use because
Because tangent is sine over cosine.
yeah.
It's one of the reciprocal identities. There's 6 to know.
I can never remember the reciprocal identities. There's so many.
Yes.
Um
Now, having said all that, you could go to your calculator and sometimes you can get the answer. Like this case, your calculator would give you -1, but it will not work for all of them.
Let me text my mom real quick and ask if she knows where my calculator is.
Okay. Sometimes they allow you to delay taking the midterm. I need to get a little further behind in the course. There's a thing in the Rio Salado site where you can just change the dates and everything.
I don't think there is for mine because like I've been talking to my professor about it and she hasn't said anything about that. I really hope so because if I can't take the midterm, then I'm going to lose my scholarship and stuff, and I'm not going to be able to graduate on time.
I see. Yeah, some of the things I'm hearing just suggest that you need a bit more time to brush up to get this down again.
This entire math class was like a setup for failure. So
it's definitely working against you right now.
yeah.
But in terms of this answer, it is -1. Whenever you're ready, you can share your screen. We could look at another question.
Okay. And it's -1 because it's
It's the same on the top and the bottom, but the one on
yeah.
top is negative, the one on the bottom is positive. Yeah.
All right, cool. Let me just take a picture of this real quick. Okay, I'm going to share the screen now. All right.
All right, so let me grab a
And
snip of
this
this.
one, is that like what we just did? Hold on, let me see. Yeah, this one's also a unit score, a circle, I think.
It is, yeah. So let me
All right,
quickly,
cool.
do you have the unit circle in front of you?
Yes.
Okay, it's
Is
good.
there negative?
So there's no negatives is what I wanted you to see. And let me share my screen here. So that's one of the, like, even if you learn your unit circle, you're not going to just get the answer by having it. You have to recognize, well, how do I get to, let that load up here. Minus pi over 3. So pi over 3 is up here at the top. So minus pi over 3 is down here at the bottom. If this is plus, then going the other way is minus.
Okay.
So sine is the y value there. So you just want the y value at this place, minus square root 3 over 2.
Wait, what does that mean? Sine is the y value?
Sine is the y value on the unit circle. All of these ordered pairs have an x and a y value. X is the cosine, y is the sine.
Okay, so for all of them, so like for every single one on this, x is always a cosine and y is always a sine. So there's no cosecant, cotangent, right?
Nope, you got to calculate those on your own.
Oh,
Yeah.
that stinks. I don't even know how to do that.
Well,
all right.
I'll show you when we get to a problem like that.
Okay, cool. So it's just negative the square root negative of the negative square root of 3 over 2, right?
Yes, yes.
All right. Let me see.
Do you have your Rio Salato open by chance? Because
I can open it. Yeah, 1 second.
I can maybe help you navigate to where I've seen that in the past for students to be able to change the course dates.
Okay, thanks. Let me go to it real quick. Yeah, it's like a pain in the butt to even get to the grade thingy because I have to click this, and then I have to go to outline, and then I have to scroll down to everything. And then see everything just says chapter 1 test due Monday this week, due Monday this
Yeah,
week.
yeah. Could you go to the grade book or the outline?
That was the outline.
Okay, how about grade book? It used to be in grades. There's a little tab thing under the grades. So see where the due dates tab.
I didn't know.
Go up. No, go up to where the blue where it says due dates. Modify due dates.
I don't know if we're allowed to do that.
You are.
Huh?
You can see all those dates on the right. You can modify them.
Are you sure that like the teacher will like accept that?
Well, that's that's the question that you can try. I mean, I would beg, but you can see all you do is update the dates on the right there, send the request. But you kind of want to change them all so you still finish on time. But that would be,
All right,
something.
let me pull up the messages that I've sent her. Hold on. All right, let me see.
Also, sometimes they allow you to take it at home, especially if you've got some allowance for that. And that would be, a way to make this better because you could.
It like said strictly you have to take it in person on Saturday this time, and you have to message us 48 hours before. It's like ridiculous.
Okay.
Let me just pull up the thingy that it taught where it talks about the
Yeah, it's up to you if you want to do this now. We probably should get back to the lesson at
oh
some
yeah, you're
point,
right.
but
Well, I'm screwed anyways, so whatever.
okay, square root of 3 over 2.
Over 2. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so see if you can on the unit circle find 5 pi over 6 and cosine is the x value.
Okay. 1 second. 5 over 6. Cosine's the x value.
Yes.
Is it like negative square root of 3 over 2 or something?
Yes.
All right,
You got it.
awesome. Okay, let me do that then.
Okay,
Uh,
this is a formula, so let me grab this here for you. I'll help you walk through it.
Okay.
Share my screen. Okay, the radius of the circle in the figure to the right is what you're trying to calculate. They're giving you, you can see this in your drawing or my screen as well now. They're giving you the angle and they're giving you what's called the arc length here. It's like
Yeah.
so there's a formula here. It's called S equals R theta. But very important is to recognize that theta is actually in radians. Your problem is in radians. So you gotta break there. So to solve this for R, you're solving because there's an equal sign. R is S divided by theta. S is the arc length, and that's theta. So you're taking
I
13
don't think
pi.
it's like
Question?
A for arc length.
I don't make this stuff up. I just
I
play
know they
by the.
suck. They freaking suck.
I don't disagree, but these are the guidelines we got to go off of.
Guidelines are stupid.
I'm a go against the grain type, but to get this class, go through this class, you're gonna have to follow these.
Yeah, I know.
things.
That's what I don't like about like school because it's always like this way, not your way.
That's right. So just like we did earlier, it's 13 pi divided by 2 pi over 3. So this changes to multiplying by the
Reciprocal.
reciprocal. So in this case, you can see that the pi's do cancel, and it ends up being 39 over 2 for the answer here.
Okay. Let me put that in real quick. All right.
All right. So hang on a second. I'm just